Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and today I'm doing review videos, loads of them, and this is one that I should have done a while ago, but I didn't realize that it had already arrived because I had them send it to my P.O. box instead of my home address, and so it just got put in the pile of fan mail that I only open every 2 weeks. So, I apologize to them for the lateness of this review. Hopefully, I have not incurred any terrible wrath. But this is, of course, as you can see, the CEDA from Jet Blaster, and it is designed to be a customizable, buildable, alterable blaster that's really easy to open, and I am looking forward to getting it open and finding out. I know a little bit about it, but not all that much. Learn to build a dart blaster and understand how each component works. Easy access makes maintenance a breeze. Customize your dart blaster to suit your preference and raise your game in the battlefield. Omni barrel, Omni dart gate, stock tube, removable stock, safety lock, more customization product sold separately. So this is, of course, the base blaster, and then you can get different stocks and different internals and different pump grips and all of that. I believe, but I'm not entirely sure, we will find out in a minute, that this thing will take pretty much any internals from a recon or a prophecy. That is what I will be putting to the test. Let's open this thing up. Alright. Instruction manual. Cool. The enclosed engagement dart assault CEDA blaster is designed for quick assembly and easy strip down, a revolution in blaster assembly. Its quick release shell is held together with 2 pins and allows for easy customization. The breech load pump action blaster will give you an edge over your competition with an enhanced plunger tube that delivers great performance. The blaster also features removable stock, a shotgun grip, and integrated Picatinny rails. Okay. Yep. Fascinating. Well, gosh, that's pretty. I asked them to send me a red one. I like red. So, we've got O-rings and pins. You're no doubt going to need. It comes with a 12-round magazine, which looks to be more or less a standard Nerf magazine, but it's designed similar to the Katana mags, as far as having the follower exposed in a way that you can get to it and force it and whatnot. Ooh, it comes with their own fancy jet darts. Neat. And then the blaster itself. Now this does appear to be a standard mag tube design. I've heard some people don't like the stock one. They had issues with it being both flimsy, with the locking mechanism breaking off too easily. And once it's on there, it doesn't come off as easily, but it locks in properly. Let's see if I can get it off. There we go. Okay, I got it off. I have some stocks that may fit. Let's see if I can find one. Aha! I found it. Sure enough. If I could get it on there. It seems like the tab here is preventing it from going in. But yeah, it will take any standard rifle, or at least worker, stock like that. So that's pretty nifty. Okay, it comes assembled, which is nice. I don't know what's holding it in. Manual! I get the tube out. Click. To remove, pull assembly, pry apart side A and B. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Catch is very solid in there. It's surrounded on all sides, very nice solid trigger pull, nice big handle. I mean, they fit even my hands, which means they're big. It does have a safety if you really want one, which is a trigger safety, so that's cool. Mag release is right there on both sides, ambidextrous, easy to get to. Pull rather than push. Check the mag well. Yep. Easy to get out with your thumb or your finger. It's loose, it drops out. Let's test it with standard magazines. Yep. Versus regular magazines, they're a little bit, well, these Worker 22s are a little bit tighter than this one. This one drops right out. These do too. Okay, so lovely. I like that. Comes with a fairly stout spring. Big plunger tube. Push it back and it clicks in. Oh. Bolt sled slides in like that. That's pretty nifty. It's got thumb screws for the pump grip. And I believe this slides in. There we go. And we have our 2 pins. Thread the bolts in. Doesn't appear to have any kind of locks in it that hamper you from being able to deprime the blaster. That's nice. There also doesn't appear to be any kind of a lock that holds it forward, so if you pull the trigger while your bar is only partially forward, that would, you know, be a bad idea, but that's kind of on you. That's more user error than anything. I'm going to put this stock back on here. The stock is very adjustable. That's a fairly long length. That's a little too long for me. It is a little bit loose. It wouldn't be too difficult to put some kind of a shim in there to tighten that up, but the rest of it is solid. There is no wiggle. Just a hint there, but the fact that you pull a pin, in that case take the whole bolt assembly out, is pretty nifty. I like that it strips down that much. You can just easily replace your bolt sled, easily replace your main spring if you wanted to go with a lighter spring or a heavier spring for different loadouts. The fact that they do have different grips, I will probably look into that. I may go ahead and actually disassemble it further so I can paint the parts that are black vinyl, or the parts that are white vinyl dye in black, and have black and red just because I really like that. Now the next question is, what kind of upgrades can it take? And I happen to have some parts here that I'd like to try, just mostly out of curiosity. So I have a bolt sled from a Prophecy, and I'm interested to see if it'll actually fit. Because they made the X-Zeus, which will take long shot internals, and they made the Swordfish is out there that will take strife internals, and we have the Prophecy that will take Retaliator internals. So I'm curious what this will take. Yep, it sure looks like it will take the Prophecy bolt sled, which means the various metal ones and the various upgrades that they have out there should work just fine with it. Their plunger tube, I think, is bigger than the Prophecy's plunger tube. I have their expanded plunger tube here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're the same. Oh, I don't think they're the same. I don't know if it'll take the plunger tube. Let's find out. Nary so much. But it is the same size. So it wouldn't be an upgrade anyway. Could definitely use a heavier spring. Loads of room in this for a spring. The way it's designed, you could put any number of different springs in here. Yes, I will test it for K26, but not today. I'll do an episode about that at some point. It might. It might not. It may have the same issues that the Retaliator has with the way the catch is designed, not having enough room. But we will test it one day. Alright, what else can I say about this thing? Well, it doesn't have a jam door. It does just have an open area that kind of looks like a carry handle. Top Picatinny rail, which is lovely. They did mention having different pump grips that had Picatinny rail, so if you wanted foregrips of some kind, those are available. Safety. There are the usual sling mount right there. I kind of like that, actually, for a single point sling mount. The stock does lock, though it doesn't lock particularly well. You would be better off using that than trying to hook it to your sling, because it looks like it will pull the sling out, or pull the stock out. Alright, enough blathering. Let's go put some darts through this thing just to see how well it works. I will use their magazine. I will use their magazine. I will also use a Katana magazine to see if it does in fact shoot half dart stock. We'll get some FPS, we'll get some range. It'll be lovely. Let's do this. Starting off, we will use their darts and their magazine, see what kind of FPS we get. Something just doesn't feel right. I am not impressed. I wonder if I just haven't got something assembled correctly. Well, for science, we're going to try a bunch of random Accus fakes in a Worker 22. See if that makes a difference. Well, when it fires, well, I'm going to give that a miss. For fun, we're now going to try the Jet Katana Mag adapter and Katana Mag. See if this performs any better at all. Huh. Interesting. Time to go collect. So the stock performance is not stellar by any means. It worked a little bit better with half darts. The stock darts, I was getting both unimpressive and inconsistent results, and then with the AccuFix it didn't want to work at all, which is not surprising given that this has a fairly tight breech and AccuFix have a fairly large head. But the inconsistency kind of makes me wonder if I have assembled something wrong or if I haven't tuned something correctly. As I said, it has a fairly weak stock spring in it, so I probably need to get a heavier spring and see if that works, because it does have a fairly nice sealed breech, though I wonder if it's sealing fully. Well, I know I said I wasn't going to try to put K26 in it yet, but my curiosity got the best of me, so I went ahead and tried it, and no. It has the same issues that the Retaliator and all of those other similar blasters have, of the spring is too wide, and it interferes with the catch, and it also won't compress enough. If you pull the trigger so that the catch gets out of the way, then you just don't get enough compression. So, unfortunately, no K26 for the CEDA. Wonder what I have that might actually... God, that is flimsy. I've got to have something better than that. Well, that's definitely stronger. I doubled the spring with something from the bin. Let's see what kind of performance we get now. Hopefully it's not terrible. So I don't know what the issue is. I doubled the spring load. It was actually very difficult to prime it then because of the smooth grip and trying to get a good solid grip on it. And got no better performance than I was before, so I've got to think I'm tuning something incorrectly and that I'm not getting a proper seal or something. I couldn't find any seals that were bad, but that doesn't mean I'm not missing anything. Anyway, like I said, stock performance isn't great. I'm sure with the right amount of tuning, you can get as much out of it as you can out of any Retaliator build. I just don't have the parts, I suspect. So, yeah, it's a really cool concept, and I really hope that they continue to develop it and it turns out well, because the modularity and the ability to pop it out, easily open it up, and switch out springs and whatnot is really very cool. I'm just currently having issues with it in its stock form. Again, like I said, I'm probably not tuning it correctly. I couldn't find anything in the instructions that was an obvious, oh, you twerp, you missed this thing. Oh, well, there it is. Unless... Okay, well, it turns out I actually had the plunger tube in upside down. Which is hilarious. I don't know that it makes that big of a difference, but there was a little arrow and I had it pointing down when it's supposed to point up, so I switched it, tried it again, still only getting 75 FPS even with half darts, so I don't know if that is what the stock performance is supposed to be, and 100 is just what they believe that the full potential is. The box says 100, I'm only getting 75, but I still only have it stock spring in, so, and again, I may still not have it tuned properly, but, so out of the box, the stock performance doesn't seem to be that great, unless mine's a lemon, who knows. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the stock performance is supposed to be, but I would have expected at least N-Strike Elite ranges, which is, I guess, about what 75 is, but I'd like to get a heavier spring, maybe some other internals, see what other people have done, see what can be done to this, because I love the concept. It's a little too smooth for me. I'd like it to be a little more grippy. And I definitely want to replace this foregrip with their tactical one, but and replace the stock. But I love the potential of this blaster. The idea behind it, the teardown ability is absolutely awesome. So I give them props for that. And if I can get it performing to a level where it might actually be decent in a Nerf war, then I will absolutely enjoy the heck out of this blaster. There's my take on the Jet CEDA. Thank you for sending it to me, and thank you so much for watching.